did. I was filming for like 10 minutes, okay, more like 5, and I forgot, I just didn't know, but I forgot to change from CarPlay to phone audio because otherwise you can't hear a word I'm saying. It like just vanishes into the abyss. So let me restart that. Hey everyone, it's nice to be back in filming. I wasn't filming previously in my car because I had a phone case on that just would fall off every 5 seconds, and thus not allowing my phone to stay mounted to my car. But yeah, we're here, we're back. It's December. We're doing okay, we're pushing through. The weather's getting dreary. It's dark by 4 o'clock practically, but I'm okay. We're okay. We're keeping strong with our hobbies. Winter Girl Arc, Winter Girl Hobbies. I built this. I made this last December or last winter because I was really into crocheting, and I feel like this winter I'm really into painting. But honestly, I just love crafts in general. I'm obsessed with arts and crafts and arts in general and creation in all forms. Of course, I'm a dancer too, so I love to learn choreography. I'm not really a choreographer myself, but I love people's interpretation of music and the moves that they create and come up with. So I'm just an artsy person. When I think about it, I should have gone to an arts themed high school or program. Like, why wasn't I in theater? If you know me, you would be like, wow, you should have been in theater, so you could have explored like even acting. I think acting is really cool. What else? There's like a million things. Dancing and singing on stage and like learning and memorizing lines or like different, like, I don't know. All right, I'm kind of off on a tangent here, but I didn't really come with any plan. I was telling a friend that this is like, we're in a Victorian girl era because everything has to be named something so no one goes psychotic. Everyone has to come up with a name for things that we've done for years and years. But basically that means I want to be more in tune with myself, with silence, and not having things stimulating. I like to have the TV going, I like to have music playing, I like to have lights on. I don't know, like I like to have a lot going on in my house, personally. And I kind of want to just chill out, light some candles. I always got a candle going, but like just kind of having that be light, the light, not playing a TV show in the background, instead having like a crackling fire or like a song from the Nutcracker, Pas de Do, number 2, Tchaikovsky, or whatever, number 71, something like that, I forgot. So beautiful, so, I played it in my house the other day, so winter-esque, so, it just made the moment special. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. And just lighting a candle, listening to some calm music, and not scrolling on my phone. Like putting the phone down and really just putting it down. Journaling, I've been journaling a lot more. I've also been doing like purposeful journaling. So the other day my friend actually came over, and I haven't seen her in a very long time, but she came with me to a Christmas event at my church, and then we hung out after and ate Chick-fil-A. If you're watching this, you know who you are. But she put some seeds in my head of like, I don't know, just certain things. And I started watching this YouTube video, and I was like, I could learn from podcasts. Like, I could actually learn from what people say. I should start journaling, especially spiritually speaking, because I'm really big in my faith, and I always want to get better. And once I know something or someone says something to me, I'm kind of accountable to that. So, me personally, some people can know better and still not do better and not care because they're just going to go about their life the way they want to go about it. But when I know better, I have to do better. Even if it goes against my flesh, my instincts, my emotions, my like shortcomings. And maybe I'll talk about some personal decisions I'm making in another video, but I wrote down some really good stuff in my journal after watching an interview. The interview was so good. I sent it to like 5 or 6 of my friends. I was like, just watch this, like it's so good. This girl drops a lot of gems. People were calling her like the Christian Cardi B. But yeah, YouTube is thebomb.com. You can find anything on there, especially like if you want to find new hobbies on tutorials on how to do this. I think I watched that on YouTube. Advice, testimonies. I love to watch testimonies because testimonies are what keep you going and what keep you feeling like, okay, I can get through this, I can do this. Like, and not just for me, but like if someone's struggling something, like please watch this testimony or please listen to this because it really helps you keep going and keeps you in the game. Yeah, I have like no set agenda for talking on the camera right now, but I just wanted to get in a video because I have the time. I have a lash appointment in about 30 minutes from this video. But I was like, you know what? I'm really feeling like talking right now. And I don't always feel like that. This is like, that's another thing. Like, if you're an influencer, a social media person, like a YouTuber, someone that has to get on camera a lot, sometimes it's, not that it's tiring, and I'm not an influencer, that's not what I'm saying, but if I'm not at all someone that does this on a regular basis and I still tire out, or I'm like, I don't really have much to talk about today, I can't imagine what it is to be a content creator full time. It's very hard to enjoy your content at that point, or everything has to be like, I don't know, you got to have a lot of people on your team so you don't get overwhelmed cutting and editing your photo and coming up with a script and picking the next podcast person. But I do love podcasts. I can envision myself having people come onto like my channel and talking about like different topics. I want to come up with interesting questions for them and all that, but again, it's a lot of work, a lot of planning. Gotta have the right camera. I do have a camera, but for some reason it kind of focuses a bit weird, and I'd have to be really far away for it to get me a full picture of me, and I don't know how to fix that. So but when I do, I'll try to start filming on there more and having like an actual microphone. That means I would have to invest in a microphone. So yeah, and I got a second latte of my day. It's just so good. If you haven't tried a really good quality espresso shot with oat milk, a latte, just try it. Like, it's so good. And I say espresso because drip coffee doesn't have the same effect. Like, the taste is so rich. It's perfect. First thing in the morning, this is what I want. I think I mentioned it in the video I made before. I realized no one could hear me if I was talking. I am just about finished getting my doctorate, so I'm gonna be having that ceremony soon, and I'm kind of doing my lashes for that. And I'm very excited. I'm proud of myself, but I'm also feeling really humble. I really want to put this to work. Like, now I'm like, what's the next step? How can I use this to kind of get in the doorways of certain things? Like, the older I've gotten, I'm 27 now, you can do a lot by talking and networking. It's actually insane. Half of my clients I've gotten, like on my private side business, have just been because I'm like chatting people up, being myself, of course, but also really tying in what I do, because it's pretty much who I am. Like, I almost identify with like my profession, and I feel like the most successful people do. Not necessarily identifying in any negative ways, like if you have no customers, all that means I'm worthless. No, but like the concept of what I do, OT. I really love OT, occupational therapy, and I can always bring a conversation back to it, truthfully. And that's what I do when I'm talking to people, and I talk to as many people as I can. Like, I guess that's just my personality, but that's a tip if you're like trying to grow your business by word of mouth. But I want to be able to do some stuff with this degree, maybe in another college, or with other people who have money, like investors who might want to invest in something, or in a OT program across really like the nations, like in another country. I feel like OT could use more advocacy, you know. The other thing is I could do Doctors Without Borders if I wanted to, and that's something that I think I do want to do. I've thought about this. I've been on mission trips and I've traveled. I love to travel and all that, but the past 3 weeks in a row, something regarding traveling and being a missionary or serving and volunteering has been presented to me like 3 weeks in a row, unplanned. One of them was semi-planned, but I was volunteering at something and I was able to sit and listen to the conversation instead of like sitting in the hallway. So that's 3 occurrences of like a theme in my life, and I think like at some point I would like to go back to doing that. I did this once in 2023, and I was handing out glasses to Cubans who spoke no English, and my Spanish isn't even that good, but I tried my hardest, and I was able to really like get through to people, get them a pair of glasses that worked for them. We gave them medicine, organized all these meds and stuff. It was a lot of work though, but it was worth it. So worth it. So I guess that's really like my updates right now. I have plenty of time until my lash appointment, so I can keep talking. Really random thought, but Kendall Jenner's mountain house is insanely gorgeous. I don't know, it's been trending on TikTok, and I saw it on YouTube, and the colors that were chosen by her and her interior designer are just beautiful. Oh my gosh. I told my friend that I was like, if I was a Kardashian, I feel like I'd be Kendall. And she told me, you know what she told me? She said I would be Kim, which is also kind of a compliment because Kim is very accomplished. Oh, excuse me. And she's somebody that works hard, and I work hard and I keep myself busy. Okay. Someone's telling me to move, so I'm moving. That's awkward. He sees me talking to myself. Oh well, that's the life of a vlogger or someone filming, whatever. He's driving past me now. Should I take that spot? Why don't I take that spot? Just because it's easier than double parking, you know? I don't want to be in a truck's way or nothing. Or should I park near my lash place? I should do that. Alright, I'm going to stay here for like 2 more minutes and then I'm going to go over there. But it's just a few blocks away. Okay. Yeah, so that's really like the updates right now. I started watching Bridgerton. I've been really liking that show. I never got into it. I'm not really into like fun, like I always like dark thriller horror kind of shows. I know that sounds bad, but this one's very lighthearted and like romantic. But it's actually good. I'm entertained. So I'm on season 2 and I think there's another season coming out. And then I started watching this show called Abandons. And boy oh boy, no pun intended, because it's like Western, like boy. But yeah, it's so good. It's about this 1800s Western. They're in like Washington or Oregon, and they're like fighting over land. And the Native Americans are there, and it's just like so good. I wish I could act in a historical piece so bad. You have no idea. I want to be like a historical actress in like Frankenstein, the Guillermo del Toro movie on Netflix is fantastic. I love the costumes. I love the costumes in Nosferatu too. Lily Depp looked amazing. And then I also like this show, like the Western late 1800s Gold Rush. Like it's so sick. And they're all like riding horses and like heeing on the horses in battle and like shooting guns off the horse. Like even though it's fake, obviously it looks so fun. And I don't really think they have all that many stunt doubles because you see their faces on the horse doing all that. So yeah. Right now it's also a Tuesday. It's so early in the week. Like the week just started. It's crazy because it feels like it's been longer than just Tuesday. It feels like a Thursday, but it's a Tuesday. But I have a long but a good week ahead of me. I'll probably share some pictures of my upcoming weekend on Instagram and some of what I plan to do. Yeah, I'm feeling really blessed and honored in this time in my life to just have been able to go back to school to get my doctorate and still work. And I try my best to, like, I work hard. I try to do everything I possibly can where I work to make everyone's lives easier if I can. I just feel like, I don't know, when you put a lot of effort into your life in general, you feel more confident in yourself, I would say. And like, I don't know, it's made me more creative. And then when I come home, I'm like, oh, I want to paint this, or I want to do this, or I'm gonna like, sometimes I did punch needling for a little bit. I'm tackling this monstrous DIY paint by number that has like 1,000 numbers to paint. I did one already for a pink themed like Eiffel Tower one. It was so cute, but it took forever and I messed up and I had to paint over it a lot, wait for that to dry before I could hang it up. But now it's hanged up nice and pretty. And then also, I haven't got my nails done in so long, but I did the like cat eye chrome. It's just so cute. I wonder what I'm going to title this video. Just catch up with me, what I'm doing. Maybe, what did I talk about? Like the winter arc. Maybe I'll title this winter arc. And the winter arc that I'm setting up for myself and that I think other people should do is the following. Wake up early, 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. Get up. Take a shower or whatever you do in the morning. If you're a night shower person, whatever. Change out of your pajamas. No, keep your pajamas on. Do light reading, a devotional, or some sort of self-help book. 5 minutes. Coffee if you make it, and breakfast if you make it. If not, we'll loop back to that if you pick it up in the morning. Change. Outfits picked out the night before. You're gonna wear that outfit. You're gonna get your bag together. You're gonna fill your water bottle up. You're gonna get out of the house. You're gonna take the train to work, or the bus, or you're gonna drive. But before that, you're gonna make sure you have 30 minutes, 20 minutes actually, because 30 is a lot. 20 minutes left over so that when you come to work, no, hold on. Make sure you leave your house like in the amount of time you can get to work with 20 minutes to spare after that, if that makes sense. So that you might get to work a little early, but whatever, it's better to be early. Then you can sit and eat your breakfast, blah, blah, blah. And check your emails for the day without rushing. Plug your laptop in, sit down, hang your jacket up. That's low-key a lot of work. If you come into work late and have to do all that, it sucks. Because you feel frazzled. Then you're gonna check off, you're gonna use your planner, you're gonna check off everything you have to do for work that day. You're gonna write down all your personal stuff mixed in with your work calendar, because otherwise you're going to forget something, because that's happened to me. It's either digital or it's gonna be planner. And then you're going to finish your work day, blah, blah, blah. Everything's planned out and written. You checked off what you did that day. I recommend having a planner and then a notebook so you can jot down ideas. This is not like a journal, this is just like a jot down book. So you just jot down whatever it is that's on your mind, or a thought or something that you want to do, a plan, something for work ideas, blah, blah, blah. And then you write the date and then you jot it down. Then when you get home, you are going to immediately feed yourself, if that's what you want to do, or change out of your clothes and just relax. Because everyone needs a 20 to 30 minute break before they get back up and make dinner, whatever you're going to do, if you're going to do extra work. And also part of this winter arc is getting to the gym at least 3 times a week, whatever is good for you, whatever type of workout. You got to do something. You cannot be sitting on the couch when you get home for the rest of the evening. That's boring. And it's also like, you have more energy than this, I promise. Every single person on the planet can do more, and they're just not doing it. Then you're going to shower if that's your evening routine, but everyone should be showering after they come home from work, I hope. Then you're going to have like a nighttime routine. So if it's not time to go to bed yet, you're going to get a journal, write about your day. You're going to read a little bit for a half hour to an hour and watch 1 to 2 episodes of a show. That's it. We can't be watching whole seasons in one night. Then you're going to switch to having a snack, a different activity. Scrolling on your phone for a little bit is fine, 30 minutes. Then I'm guessing it's like between 8:30 to 10, that time frame, no phone. You're going to bed, you're playing an audio for you on your whatever, or you're going on your iPad to play something only for you to listen to, not for you to look at. Or you're going to read a book, because if you're a reader, you could read for like hours. That's how you're going to go to bed, and you're going to repeat the same thing every day. And that sounds like it's a lot of work, but it feels so good, so satisfying. And it's just like extremely important. Like, you need to have a set routine in winter, otherwise you're gonna go stir crazy. And you know what else? You should throw in a winter walk. There should be walking involved in your day, and not just the park, walking to and from your parked car. I like an intentional round the block lap once or twice, and then go back inside, and it's just like a refreshing thing that you did. You touched base with nature that day. It doesn't matter if it's cold, it doesn't matter if it's snowing. We have scarves and we have snow boots for a reason. Okay, we have hats and gloves. You buy all of that in the fall preparing, and then you don't put it to use. Put your nice LL Bean jacket, North Face, Skims North Face collab, nice big Macaj jacket, Canadian Goose jacket to good use, and go outside for some walks a couple times a week, you know. I guess that's all I have though. Always also reading your Bible, if that's something you want to do. That's something I've been incorporating into my evenings, sometimes my mornings if I have a devotional, but that's another way to really fill up your day, and I promise you're gonna feel on top of the world. That's the perfect winter arc. Keeping a strict routine, nothing too crazy, kind of going under the radar in a way, you know. And then when it's springtime, it's summer, you're kind of popping back out with all your plans, your vacations, and all that. But yeah, I guess that would be my winter arc guide. But I hope everyone has an amazing day. I'm going to head on down the block now, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And if you want to hear about any topics in particular, just comment below. Bye.